I'll confirm all this a bit later. Well, the Concertgebouw last night was fantastic, and I think we have a little bit of the Brahms concerto that Leonidas Kavakos played for the first time. He's going to do 3 performances, and Julia Fischer will do 1 Brahms concerto with Marek Janowski and the Pittsburgh Symphony. Here's the close of the Brahms concerto from last evening in Amsterdam at the Concertgebouw.
It sounds like it went really well last night.
They loved it. Of course, the sound there is so sensational, and one of the most famous acoustical halls in the world. Concertgebouw was so beautiful to look at. I was very fortunate to be up in the first balcony. There's only one. The balcony has the names of some of the Dutch composers that are well known in the Netherlands. We don't know them, people like Pieper and Dopper. I was talking with Ted about that last night. But we had a beautiful view, and they absolutely went crazy, gave a standing ovation to Kavakos. Remember, he caused a stir when he was in Pittsburgh and made his debut just a couple of seasons ago, so it's wonderful that he's on the trip. There was a trumpet player from the Rotterdam Philharmonic downstairs who said hello to Neil Bernson and said that they'd had Kavakos on tour with the Rotterdam, and he'd been absolutely great everywhere they went. Well, let's hear a little of Kavakos. He got an encore, played this sensational, delicate, unearthly sounding Bach A minor adagio, the Andante, I believe, from the A minor suite of unaccompanied music by Johann Sebastian Bach. And here is what it sounded like last night at the Concertgebouw.
Oh, the acoustics just sound magnificent there. My goodness.
Now, remember, I was all the way at the back of the hall, almost as far back as you could get. And maybe we can talk Stephen into selecting the end of it for Ted tonight, because at the end of that little bit of Bach, he held the bow on the strings for the most unbelievably long time. It felt like 30 seconds of silence, really amazing atmosphere there. He was holding on to that last note and the quiet in the hall with everybody completely silent. I just thought it was an amazing moment, and you don't have to trust me. We had the unbelievable treat of hearing Leonidas Kavakos for the last time on this tour. Last night it was Julia Fischer, of course, but Kavakos, I had breakfast this morning with Andres Cardenas. They were together at the Indianapolis Violin Concerto in 1986, the concerto competition in Indianapolis. It's a big one, and I believe that Kavakos came in second and Andres came in third. And Andres said that ordinarily in those situations, the top contenders don't have a lot to say to one another because the pressure is on. But they thought that Kavakos was extremely generous, and they formed a friendship which they've enjoyed for these last 20 years. Well, tonight, big friendship with the audience in Hanover. As you can hear, here's a little bit of his Ruggero Ricci transcription of the Recuerdos de la Alhambra, which he played at Heinz Hall on his debut last year. And wow, everybody in the Pittsburgh Symphony string section was mouth open, wondering how does he do that with these fantastic effects on the strings. And I hope you can hear a little bit of it. This is Leonidas Kavakos, taped just an hour ago here in Hanover, Germany.
It sounded as though there were several violinists playing at once.
That's what amazes everybody, and I saw that same effect. I mean, the string players, several were leaning out from beyond their stand or their chair so that they could look at him while he was playing. You know, it is almost like there are several violinists going, and he came back, and there was such an ovation that he played the Bach that he played just a couple of nights ago in Cologne as a second encore, which is very unusual to get two encores from the soloists in an evening. So quite a special night at Hanover. I would say the orchestra is in great shape and sounding wonderful in spite of all the colds and problems it has. There's a little bit of flu here